Go on, okay. Right? How do you grow? How do you make it work? How does it all work? You know, if it doesn't, then you got your pets. Alright? Generally, I've got some, but Saturdays it doesn't work because his missus Seventh Day Adventist, so I don't never question it. Right? So, what I'm saying to you is think before you act in terms of what you're doing. You have your vision. You're going to be this multi-million-pound business, visualizing, right? So you're there spiritually, you're there mentally. Right? So then, if you're going to be that type of business, what is the foundation? What is your administrative roles and procedures? Where are your URN numbers? Because you can't cope with an A to Z system, like the young lady told you. I do administration, I spend 20 minutes, half an hour looking for A, or such and such, or whatever. Them days are over, I need numbers. Right? Because when I got numbers, I know where 577 is, where 524 is. I know how many letters I sent to that person. I know how many complaints I got coming through, if I number them coming through. Right? What are your policies and procedures? If you go on a website of most organizations, you'll see compliance. Under compliance, they'll have policy, equal opportunities, diversity, da, 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 da. How many of you have them in place? Tell me. I'm listening. I see your hand go.
Oh, me?
Oh, you were just thinking. That was very else impulsive,
I made some up to put on the website. So even though I don't really have a business, because you know,
no, but you do have a business.
I put that.
Yeah, but that's the foundation of business.
Yeah.
Before you do any business. Because if I want to do business with you as a big company, you know what? One of the first things I'm going to say, a big store to you. What are your policies and procedures?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bang! And you go, whoa! I'm going to get hold of what's in the business. And what you start doing? Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Yeah.
And I just have that in place. Say something on my website. Deal with that. Where's the contract?
Yeah. I've written.
All right? Do you understand? No problem. Get it up there.
But I need the business now.
But that is the business. You get it? The administrative side of the business. Because without that, you've got no bones. Yeah. That's the bare bones of the business. It doesn't cost anything. That's why everyone's getting fooled. They're getting hoodwinked. Because we all think it's about money. Money don't make the business go around. Skills, knowledge and competence is what makes the business go around. Money is the liquid in the engine, the petrol in the car. But is the petrol in the car?
No.
You with me?
Yeah.
The engine has got a whole heap of different things going on in it. And if you don't maintain it, you don't put the engine together properly, what happens? It overheats, it causes combustions and all types of stuff. So what I'm telling you, when you put into together a framework, understand this side costs nothing. Look at a large organisation and look at how they're set up and mirror them. You want to be, absolutely, you're not on the wrong track. You want to be a multi-millionaire, look at a multi-millionaire business. Follow that. Okay? I'm going to drag it on a bit with that, but it's so important with it, right? So remember, administration roles and procedures, job descriptions, personal specifications. What type of people do you want to work with you? How do you replicate yourself? Visualize your big company. Are you going to have a HR department, sales department, a marketing department? Put it down on paper, framework it. You don't have to have anything in there. You might be all that to start out with.
Yeah.
Do you understand my point? But at least you know what you want and you have it in place. So when the business actually takes off, because when it does, believe me, I've had businesses that you have to hit the ground running. And when you hit the ground running, you don't have time to do all of that stuff. Because the opportunity is there. And all you've got to do is go with it. Now you're really pulling your hair. You're patchworking. What happens to patchwork stuff?
It falls apart.
Absolutely. So let's get the foundation right. Even if the house falls down, the foundation is still in place. Alright? Now, let me ask you a question. When you build a house, do you go up or down?
Down.
You go down first.
Interesting. That's the first time in a long time anyone's got like, well done, guys. I've got some deep thinking there. You've been training them well, bro. Alright, so the basis of how deep do I go down? How deep do I go down?
How do you go down?
Yeah, how deep?
It depends on how you want the building to be.
That's spiritual.
So in terms of building your house and how you want it to be, the going down is the research. Okay? That's the going down. Then what goes in the hole after I dig the hole and the foundation, the footings and everything? What happens? When I dig the pit and everything, what happens? What goes in there? To hold it all up?
The steel frame. The frame.
There, the cement, but prior to the cement, the frame comes on there. You're going to put a frame in the hole?
I don't know.
You're going to get to know, because I tell you what, you'll have a very good house, you'll be in trouble then, alright? But I get you, alright? Cement before cement? That holds the cement, that makes it all work?
Water. Clay.
It's called hardcore. All the broken rocks that you fill it all up with.
Okay.
And that's all your mismatching, that's all your different, you're just bunging it all in there, right? All your loose stuff that you don't want in your business, that weren't your specifics, bung it in the base. Because you've already done the research, you don't waste it. You just bang it to the archives, there's your base. I'll come back to you if I have a need, but you're holding it up. Because I've done that groundwork. It's like, anyone who's ever studied, you know, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of reading, but you don't necessarily use that in an exam.
Yeah.
You come to a specific area in the exam, but what about all that information you've done? Does it go to waste? No, it's there for when you use it again. Yeah, that's the objective. It's there subliminally. So what I'm saying to you is, that hardcore, build the footings of a mansion. Don't worry about what's going to go on top of it, concentrate on the base. Okay? Is that clear? It's very important, because everybody wants to put the roof on the house in the beginning. To be an entrepreneur, I want to be rich. Alright? But how are you going to be rich if you ain't got the proper base? What's going to happen to your money?
It's going to sink. It's going to sink. It has to sink.
Okay? You get it?
I have a question, Vonley. You know, you said have the unique reference number.
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine how long it should
Sorry,
be?
you missed that. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, it's alright, don't worry. What I'm saying is, it can go on for endless. You could start with 1001, 1005 in terms of it. And the letters coming in, and each person will have an ID number. So say you were 1005. Then I put 1005 /1. That's the first correspondence. 14 /2. So I know how many times I've corresponded with you. Does that make sense? So you're referencing everything.
Okay.
Everything is referenced in terms of monitoring and measuring your organisation. The same as complaints coming in the same as everything else. So you don't have to go, how many complaints I had and go counting them. You already know day to day. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And what I was saying to them is, you missed that bit as well, sorry, I should recap on that. The process of your business, from beginning to end, numbering. So from the beginning, what you do, every stage, you make a map, and you number each stage. So if it's prospecting the client, bringing the client in, bringing them into meeting, taking from it, right to the end user conversion. And then loop it, because you've got feedback from that. Okay? But we'll touch on that as we go through. But
Okay.
and I'm hoping to get this video to you as well.
Okay.
Because this is just for you guys. I'm not really going to do much with it. It's really for you guys so you can go over it. Because I knew it was quite lengthy today, and I thought, you know what? Let me try and record it for you so that you can go over it and pick out the bits that you want and the bits you don't want, throw it away. You can even block out my face if you want. No problem. You can have an audio, everything. Alright? Alright, so are we clear on that? Administration, control and procedures. I don't want to start sounding like a bureaucrat, but I really got to drive that home. Because nobody's going to take you seriously if you don't have these things in place. One thing you know, you look at all my websites, the key thing is compliance. You see a whole spread of it. Now I don't know a lot about compliance, but I know it's all A to Z down there, compliance, 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 compliance. What does that tell an organisation that I am? Alright, when they go and they say, what's your data protection policy? It's on my website. What's your equal opportunity policy? It's on my website. What's your discrimination policy? It's on my website. What's your disability policy? It's on my website. Does it cost anything to do these things?
No.
But you know the society we're living in today exists with them, right? Am I making a point?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we really have to understand what we're going with this, alright? So I'm not going to harp on too much. Right, recruitment and selection, we touched on that a little bit earlier. And what I'm looking at is the job descriptions and the personal specifications. So what I want you all to do is make a note. I want you to go and write one about yourself. Right? What are your characteristics? If you was writing a personal specification of yourself, what would it look like?
Is it like a CV with it?
Yeah, so well, a CV applies to it.
Okay.
Alright? I'm glad you said that, yeah, but a CV applies to it. The CV, they've already written the personal specification and the job description, and the CV applies to it. Then you tailor your CV, because that's why you read the job description, you tailor your CV to fit. I'm doing it the other way around, inside out. You're doing it outside in. All right? But you want you to do it inside. Remember, you are the organisation. They're applying to you. And I don't care if they're coming on a self-employed basis, voluntary basis, whatever. What is it like? But do one on yourself. And then I want you to say, what is my role in the organisation? So if I was to say to you, what is your role in the organisation? What's it going to be? Do you know? What's it going to be? Your job in your organisation.
Controlling.
That's not a job.
Controlling everyone. Making organisation.
All right, so go again. So is that, I give you, I'm going to make it easier, that's called business development. Does that sound better? But you're not controlling anybody except the business coming in. Do you understand? You're talking about a director, but if you're going to make everything work, you're developing the business. But does business development run a business?
No, they can't.
And what do we do as entrepreneurs? What do we tend to do too much of?
Plan.
Well, there's that, that's the procrastination bit, but there's in terms of action, what do we tend to do too much of? Dealing with everything, they all run around, we're doing everything.
Yes.
We're small business people, right?
Yes.
So, when you're doing something, what I want to do is when you have your role, know when you're outside and doing someone else's role. Does that make sense? My role, I'm very much like you, I'm always in business development. You see everywhere you go, I'm business development. Because I understand, because I've got a sales background. But sometimes I've got to manage, I've got to do the administrator, I've got to do it at times. But I know when I'm doing someone else's role in the organisation. And the staff will tell you, I always kick up a stink. Alright? Especially if I've got to come up behind you. Because I'm finding it frustrating. Because I know it's not my role. So let me ask you, what's your role in the organisation?
In my business?
Yes, what's your role?
I'm the director, the financial manager, and the recruiter.
Right, is it possible to be all of those three?
Yes.
Right? No, you have to be at the moment, but is it possible to be all three?
Depends on how busy my
Right!
is.
Right, what we're talking. That's what I'm talking about. So tell me, when you're going to be busy, but you're going to be busy, right?
Yeah.
Right, so is it possible to do all three?
Well, when I employ that person to take care of, you know, maybe
What would be your role?
to oversee.
To oversee?
Yeah, what they're
So
doing.
what role is that? Is that quality control? What is the role?
No, let's do the director.
No, but the director has a role.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Alright? Do you see what I'm getting at? That's why you have MDs, board directors, shareholders, investors. You know, we need to understand there's a role. Specific, that's why you have governance in an organisation. What is the role? Alright, so if you're going to be overseeing, it could be the supervisor. Supervisor oversees.
No.
It could be the manager. Manager oversees. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Alright? So I want you to specify what your role is. And then if you can be all that, the finance, because you're a small business person at the moment, but understand your role. Then you know when you're outside your box. Is that making sense? Right? So you know that's not your job role. Until you get someone to fill that role, you have to do it. But that's not your role in your business. As it grows, your role will become more functional. That makes sense? What's your role, Blessings?
Managing director.
Okay, interesting. What does that involve?
Involves overseeing the expansion of the club,
Right? Doing what?
training up those who are going to be the club leaders.
You just become a trainer.
Because I'm small now.
I know. But I say, what's the role?
Oh, the role of the managing director is to oversee the expansion of the club,
But what's the role?
to manage the different.
I'm hitting you the hammer now, right?
Yeah,
I
to
know.
manage the different.
Right. So if you're going to manage, how do you do that? As a managing director, what's the key word there?
Manage
Right,
communication.
because you're a director.
Direct.
Oh,
Governance.
okay.
That means, as a managing director, what you're talking about oversee, what does she need to do as a managing director to make sure things are running?
Dispense.
What does she need to do? We just touched on this.
Delegate.
Delegate,
Yeah,
right? So that's one role. But delegate around what? What is she delegating around?
Around that vision,
Right, but what is she delegating around? What is she delegating around? We just touched on it.
You said governance.
Yes, and what underpins the governance? The bare bones is what?
The processes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So whatever your processes are, right, that is your role. You are there to govern over those systems and processes to make sure that those who are in charge of those systems and processes are doing it effectively. Therefore, you have to create a role. What is it you expect from them to do? Who's supposed to do it? Now, you may do more than one thing at the moment, don't get me wrong. But you know when you're coming outside of your role. So when you delegate to somebody and you have to step into that shoes, what's just happened then? Is that person doing their job properly?
No.
Right, so what are you able to say to that person? Fix up, ship up, shape up, or ship out, right? Alright, that's my favourite motto. Ship up, shape up, or ship up.
So ship up.
Ship up. It hasn't got a T on the end of it.
Fire escape. Fire escape is the last one.
Ship up, shape up, or ship out. Okay? The other goes fix up. Alright? No time for playing. I believe in 3 golden rules. 1 strikes, 3 strikes. Got no time for that. We're in business. Because it costs money. Alright? So understand that. But you have to have clear definitional roles for them as well. So you understand what you're overseeing. And the best way to get these roles together is not this is your role, all these draconian measures. No. Sit down with them. We've heard of appraisals, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell you. Listen, what is the problem with your role you're finding today? What's the problem? What are the headaches you're having? Can you want to tell me about that? Tell me. Go ahead.
Are you?
But do you understand?
Okay.
Take a comforting approach at first. Right? Soften them up a little bit. Yeah? Before you hit them with a hammer. Because once they sign on that dotted line, they are committed. Alright? But you know, the best type of contract is what? Oh. Yes, right, but the best type of contract, what's the best type of contract you can have? Or agreement?
Consensual?
Absolutely, where 2 parties come together. So it needs a bit of me and a bit of you. If I just made the rules, that's no good. I might have a problem with those rules. So I said, well, what can you do? Let's compromise. Does that make sense? Alright? So that's really what I want you thinking. So, come to 1, 2, 3, what's your role?
It will be similar. A managing director.
Okay.
Being able to go through the processes of running, let's say, after school clubs.
Okay, so you're getting it, right? You're getting it. Right? So you know where I'm coming from. So what are the roles then? You're going to want someone people in charge, strategic business units? Because out of those roles, the model starts to take shape. Is that making sense? Because you're building inside out. So when you look at it, you can see what type of organisation you've got. Is it a matrix organisation, hierarchical, vertical, horizontal? What is it? What type of business model is it I'm building in? Yeah? Do you understand? You've got to have a framework. So the bare bones of the business, this is what I'm getting. What's your role?
So this is the role that I should just have?
Your role, yeah.
Okay.
Your identity in the company.
Okay. So it's not the identity right now?
No, that's right. No, but it's right. It's right. It's where your visionary goes.
Yeah, okay, great. So that itself is speaker.
Okay.
So when I say speaker, that is doing the live financial training.
Okay.
So everything else, somebody else should be doing it.
Okay, so pretty much that's a PR role. Because you're representing the organisation out front doing presentations and that sort of thing. So that's PR. Alright? So that could be, not necessarily marketing, it could be a PR role. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or presenter, or keynote speaker, and then around that, you know, everything shapes. But that's your role. So to be a keynote speaker or a presenter. Do you see what I mean? Which is a division of marketing, really. Alright, so it could be, well, I don't really do the whole marketing thing, but my role within the marketing department is that.
Yeah, it's more the delivery itself. The actual delivery, the adding the value to the audience.
Right, to the audience and bringing it in. Is that to get people to sign up or just to train?
But of course, there will be...
people to go and sign up, so there's a level of business development in there.
Yeah.
So can you see what I'm getting at? Yeah. So you see the good components, but you have to define what is the role. And when you know what your role is, you've just given yourself a name. When we're born, alright? I mean, they don't do it so much in this country, but when they're born, you know, they look at the baby and they give the name to the characteristics. Alright? But as you grow up, you get an identity. You're like, don't go with him, he's this, he's that. You know, when you grow up, kids can be ruthless. Right? They're horrible little things sometimes when they're with their friends or whatever. You're not my group, you're not in this or that. But you're generally personality characterizing, yeah? You find people kind of in little groups and go. So what I'm saying to you is, in your organisation, when you know who you are, what you are, where you want to go, you know what your role is. Everything else then fine. You may do other stuff, but you know who you are in that organisation. So no matter what task I take on, that is who I am. So that's where my visionary thing is taking me, because I know I'm going to build around that.
Yeah.
Is that making sense?
Yep.
All right? And that's what I'm talking about. That's the key thing. What's your role?
Creative director.
Interesting. I've heard that title quite a few times. You know? So what does that mean?
Well, I'm kind of new to this, so I kind of like Google it because it just came to my spirit. So I'm kind of like, when I was looking on there, creative director, that they do media, art, and anything to do with the creative side of things.
Okay.
So I'm just new to it, so please just, yeah.
That's not. No! I'm not going to pretend. Let's stay over there. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to gain your face.